This video is where I make a card using 4 different parameters that were chosen in this week's Craft Roulette. Let's see how far I have to stretch them this week. Let's find out. Let's get started. Well, I kind of already mapped out a little bit of what I wanted to do by gathering my supplies. I'm exhausted, so I'm hoping a little crafting therapy will wake me up a little bit. I was up super late last night between the Knicks, which turned out to be their final game, and they won. Woo, go Knicks. But we were out at a watch party, not one of the crazy New York watch parties. We were not at that. That looked crazy. We just went to a friend's house and hung out and had some fun with that, celebrating their win. But I was also, at the same time, on YouTube Live with the late night crew for their anniversary celebration. I believe it was a year. And I ended up saying goodnight to them. I think I want to say 1 or 2 a.m. I'm not even sure. So I had a late night, and I don't know about you guys, but it's not even that I drank that much alcohol. I mean, I drank a little, but I didn't get drunk or anything. But my tolerance just to stay up late is just not what it once was when I was a young person. So I'm struggling a bit, but let's have some craft therapy to get the brain going. So I went through my digital stash and I picked out this cardstock. I thought these colors were pretty. So I printed out a whole sheet, 8.5 by 11. And then I cut a panel to fit on the, what was it size? It was A9 or A7. I forget. But I know it's 5 by 7 card. Or at least I hope it is. I hope I have that right. Let me check. Okay, yes, it was an A7, which is a 5 by 7 card. See, I told you I was tired. Whew. But that's what this is. And then I just trimmed an 1/8 off just so a little bit of the white can show. And then for my photo booth, I just did a strip of some black. And I cut out some squares with a square die that fit there. And then I proceeded to go through my stamps and see what what stamps I had that would fit in these squares cute. And I found these monsters that I have that I think are going to fit pretty cute in each square. And then I have him too. So I either use him or him. And I haven't decided yet. I don't know. But I might stamp both of them in a square. I just have to cut another square and see which one I actually like. So I may do that. And then the same stamp set has balloons. I think I may stamp this and just add a few right here in colors from this paper. And then this stamp set this doesn't usually happen to me, but it was a one-stop shop. Because it says Monster, and I think it says, what was the one I was going to do? Monster Birthday Wishes, I think is what this says. Yeah. So I'm going to do the title like that. And I think I'm going to put it right there. That is my plan. I am going to, now my other plan. How do I want to color these? Do I want to use alcohol markers? Do I want to use colored pencils? I'm thinking because of the size of them, I think alcohol markers would be the best choice because I can get in with the little tip and it'll be good. All right. So that means I have to use Memento. Okay, I have my Memento ink. I'm going to cut another square just so I can do these 4 little guys, and then I'll decide later after I color them which one of the 3 that I want to use, because he's cute, but I really won't know until I see him in the square, because he kind of fits in this square. I mean, do I do him like angled? Do I put his whole body in? Do I put like some of his body in? Which I'm what I'm thinking, because I like his little antenna. I think that's how I'm going to do it. Let's get these stamped. I'm going to take my gross shabby. Okay, next one. Okay. Okay, whew, I'm still running tired. Let me tell you, I don't know how they do it, because the YouTube channel, Crafty Ho-Ho, they are up so late making cards. I don't know how they do it. I had to, like I said, I think it was 1:30 that I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm out. I gotta go to bed. They're crazy. I mean, they definitely get you pumped up to make some cards. I mean, they just craft away. It's fun. I had to pause the video real quick. I had barking dogs, and no one wants to hear that. And they just go on and on and on. I usually have to yell at them to stop. So, all right. Let me cut this out and make a little mask. And then I will make, you know, I probably need more than one, actually. Okay, let's start with 3. First one. Perfect. Second one. And we're going to go like that. Okay. Put that down. Put this down. Now I'm going to do one higher, but I'm going to wipe the string off. Put it there. There we go. Ah, that looks better. Keeps smudging, I guess because of my masks coming off. I don't use, just use regular paper. A lot of times I put repositional adhesive on the back. I can't find it. It's in my mask somewhere. So this will have to do. And then I think I'm going to put one there. So if I put one there, I think I do want the string. Okay. So let's put our mask down here. And let's not forget the mask up here this time. Okay. Let's do it like there. You just gotta connect. Ah, there we go. Now, do we do one more up there, which I think could be good. So let's get our masks back on. There. Ugh, the repositional adhesive would be great today, but I looked for it. I can't find it. It's yellow. I mean, how can yellow just disappear? But it did. All right. I'm gonna do one. So I'm gonna get rid of this. And put it right there. Yay! Bushel balloons, or whatever you call it. All right, I'm gonna let that dry before I ink it. So I'm gonna move that to the side. And now I'm going to color in my monster. Okay, I'm gonna use my Artify alcohol markers. This is a set I have. It's plenty of colors for these monsters. So I'm gonna put that to the side. And, oh, that was the other thing I wanted to do. I want to see which monsters I want to use. No sense in coloring them because I don't think, because of the square that it's in, that I'm going to keep it and use it on a different card. So let's see if we put him. Definitely using him. And now do we use him? Because they're all a little similar. Or him. I think I'm gonna go with this order. And I'm gonna go with, yep, that is what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm gonna color in these three. I'm not surprised. This one was kind of, I think he's cute, but it was kind of iffy. So put him over there. And now I have to use this as my colors. So I'm going to make this one in the pinks. All right, so I pulled these two Artify. There is a marker in between these two, but it's so subtle and this is so small. I think I might just use these two. So let's get started. Okay, I decided to pause from coloring the monsters, and I had an idea of my title. Okay. So I got a piece of scrap. Actually, this is cut off of my card base, which I hope is straight. Looks pretty straight. Okay. Okay. Let me move my markers. I decided to pause coloring. Craft Roulette. Pause coloring with the markers because I wanted to get my title so that I can continue to color the monsters kind of around what I'm doing, so that I can make sure that the monster that's the closest to the title is colored the right way with how I want to color it. So I'm going to start with the yellow. I'm going to go into the N a little bit. And I'm going to leave it because I'm going to go over this twice. Now, I'm going to take a scrap piece of paper, and this isn't as important with the yellow as it's going to be with the blue and the pink. I'm just going to blot. What happens for me is the ink goes down on the edge, like here and here, and I don't see it, and then I go to clean it, and then I'm like, oh, it's good, and then it isn't good. So, all right, and then the red, or pink, I should say. And now this I can see, so this is a new, like not used stamp. So it's kind of pooling a little. So I'm just gonna blot it. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Okay, and then just wet it a little with my chamois. And then take my scrap and just try to make sure the pink is, see there was a little pink there. I'm gonna take my dry. All right, and now the blue. If you can hear my air conditioning roaring, I apologize. It is close to 100 degrees here today. So I have to have it on. Okay. The blue definitely is blotchier than I thought, so that's why we're gonna do it more than once. Okay. So let's clean the blue. Trying very hard not to move this when I clean it. All right, now the blue is important to make sure that it doesn't stamp anywhere. Okay, looks good. All right, because now it's time for the yellow again. Okay, that's good. And a little blotching. Stamp it off. Okay, now for the pink. Which is more on the O than I wanted, so I'm definitely take that off. Pat it. Oh, that looks, oh, see? You know what though? I'm gonna leave it. It's a little messy, smudgy. Well, I'll see what it looks like when it's dry. it. Dry it. Okay, this blue needs to be sharper. Let's take this in. I'm feeling this blue is gonna have to be done again. Let's see how it comes out. Okay, maybe a little bit more. Okay. Oh yeah, that looks good. Okay, I like that. Whatnot. Now, I have the bottom half of what I want to say. Other stamp. I have this part of the stamp. Make sure it's not upside down. And I'm gonna put it, I might scoot it off screen to get it right. Because my head's probably in the way. There we go. I think that looks cute. All right, I'm gonna set this aside to dry. So now, time to start coloring my monsters. I did the balloons in the same colors off camera because they're, yeah, I probably will add some white highlight because I gotta add white highlight to that monster too. So if they're gonna be like this, right? And then this title is gonna be here. I think I'll do this one, this monster yellow, and I think I'll do this monster. Do I do him blue or do I do him gray? I don't want to go as dark as the hair. I think I need a lighter gray than this one. What number is this one? GG05. Here is GG03. Let's see. Yeah, I think that will be good. I can always do the blending tip to tip if I don't think that there's a good between. I have the Memento marker, and that helps when, because I don't feel like this ink always covers very well. So I'm just gonna make his eyes a little more darker. And I'm gonna make his mouth a little darker and his teeth. That looks better to me. Oh, I gotta do the blue. Okay. Now, the next monster. Well, let's start with the yellow. he would have a highlight there. Okay, there are my monsters. Well, the next step is I've been using, bleed proof white instead of jelly white and Uniball. I've tried them both. They dry out. So I now am going to use this. You do have to have a steady hand and a very, very small brush. Okay, these are all colored and ready to go. And I'm going to cut my title. Now for the part of assembling it. Tape runner. Oops. Don't rip the paper. Put this on here. Let's see. Okay. And then my black for my film strip. Let's put it there. And then my monsters. Right. Now this I have to get straight or it won't look like a film, like a photo booth. Oh, I forgot to do the blue. Oopsie. Okay, let's try that again. All right. One. Okay. And this is still too big. Let's trim some off. Okay, trim that, that's better. I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna pop this up. Oh, where are my balloons? I almost forgot. And put this here. Done. Cute. All right, parameter check. A7, which is a 7x5, check. Colors are pretty. I think the pink, yellow, and blue are a pretty combination. And then photo booth. So I did like what would come out of a photo booth with the little strips. And geometric shape, which is the squares. That was fun. I think this is a really cute card. And I'm definitely gonna put this in my stash to give someone. All right. Thanks so much for watching. Have a crafty day.